Well, Paul finally got some answers to some long lost questions that he had been really puzzled about in our last video, or one of our last videos. And he was hoping to find out some more information this time.
Yeah, well, what I thought is that I appreciated what you guys said, but after the last video, I realized that you guys don't say anything very
I really don't care about what you say.
So I'm giving you a chance at redemption.
This from the guy who says he doesn't use knives, he uses scissors.
In the kitchen to cut his meat.
Scissors.
That's the new thing, I'm telling you. The new thing. Okay.
It's catching on.
The first one is, if there was a travel company that could bring you to the moon for a few days, and it's free. Or not free. It's not free.
It's not free. Not free.
But it's safe. It's as safe as traveling from here to Los Angeles on a plane. Okay? It could go down,
But
but it probably won't.
right.
Okay. And it's about $10,000. Would you go? Would you make it a point to save up this money to go because you want to go to the moon?
What do you do once you're there?
You look at the Earth.
You'd bounce around in zero grav.
I wouldn't go. It's not something I would save up for. Like if I had that kind of money already, and it wouldn't affect me at all.
Like every 2 or 3
Then-
years, you guys go to a resort anyway, and you probably spend like $3,000.
But you do things when you get there.
Okay, but in 3 years, you could say that you were a guy who went to the moon. Would you do it?
Okay, so if I told you, hey, I went to the moon,
Think of the.
what would your response be?
the Did you get footage to put it on our channel?
And Don wouldn't have. He runs a
Yeah.
travel channel, but he wouldn't have taken any footage.
He'd sit up
moon.
there and do the news.
Yeah.
At the moon. I'd go in a second. You know, because it's a new
He'd do
adventure.
he'd do a group cruise on it.
I would. It's a new adventure. It's a new place to be that you've never seen. You have never experienced that in your life. Why go to the Arctic? Because it's something different. You don't see it everywhere. You know, why go to Africa? You know, you're in the middle of a jungle. It's just trees. Okay, well, there's you don't see that in Canada. So you go to places you've never experienced before and you learn stuff. And imagine looking down on the Earth from the moon as part of your vacation. I think it'd be pretty cool.
I think it would make a whole lot of difference if there was like a resort set up on the moon where you could be in a building and do stuff.
Well,
Like there's buffets
Well, put it this
and
way.
stuff.
Put it this way: if they're
anti-grav
traveling,
tennis.
if they're traveling to the moon and it's now safe as flying in the air is today, there's probably stuff on the
No,
moon.
okay, but-
like not a big building, even if it's just like a space station.
Let's say
or
if
something.
it's a bunkhouse. Okay, just a place to be in to sleep. And then basically it's you go outside and you look at the stars and the earth and you bounce around. And that's it.
Hey, I'd bounce around on the moon because I pay to go snorkeling. Imagine just bouncing in zero gravity. How cool that would be. Yeah, I'd go.
For 24 hours?
I don't care. Yeah, I would be out there having a ball.
All right.
$10,000 to do this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, if I had the money just kicking around, yeah, absolutely. But it's not something I think that I would like sacrifice to save for. Mm-hmm. Right. So,
Would you pay $10,000 to go to the moon for a couple of days? Okay,
however, if I could get on like a spaceship like the Enterprise or something like that was actually doing space exploration, all in, like going beyond. All in.
that wasn't the question.
I know, but,
At all.
But I totally would do that.
Okay, what dessert do you have regularly?
I don't have dessert.
I know. But when you
Define regularly.
when you have dessert, what is it usually?
Okay.
At home or on the road? There's a difference.
Okay, at home.
At home, it would be chocolate pudding cups.
Really?
Yep. Because they're easy, they're quick. I would have some chocolate pudding cups.
Okay. So when it's a planned thing, I'll have a lemon pie. But if it's like, hey, let's just be naughty, I will order the strawberry cheesecake blizzard from Dairy Queen. Oh my god.
No,
Game changer.
I don't go for those fruity blizzards.
Delicious.
Okay. Mine's a little unorthodox.
There's a surprise.
Can we cut this out?
Okay, because you guys know that I do the low carb diet, right? Mm-hmm. But I still want delicious. So what I do is I have sour cream and
It's already not a dessert.
Yeah, you just lost me.
wait. Well, ice cream and sour cream. That's the same thing, except one is frozen and has lots of sugar.
And it's delicious.
No, but wait. Sour cream, sunflower seeds that don't have the shell on them, obviously, and pineapple crush spray, like those Mio sprays you put in the water. Okay, it's just very powerful flavor. Okay, put that in, mix it all up. It is the best. It is the best. I have it every day.
Here you go. Nothing you said in that entire thing
So it's just like a liquid.
made me want to have any of that.
It's a delicious flavored ice cream that you can have on a low carb diet.
Do you freeze it?
No, but I was thinking about trying that. But no, you don't have to.
It just sounds
you mix
disgusting.
It's basically like your pudding, except it's not chocolate.
Still sounds this. I don't. Ugh.
Anyway,
All I have to say about that is you.
Does that sound delicious to you?
my wife kept on watching me eat this, and I said, "Well, do you want to try it?" And she goes, "Nah, try it." She was having it every day after that. It was it's delicious.
Sour cream, sunflower seeds, and pineapple flavoring.
The crushed pineapple squirt for water. Try it.
I will never
it.
try that.
You have to try it.
I'll never try it.
No.
You will get that before your strawberry cheesecake blizzard.
No.
Okay, back to entertainment.
Okay.
Okay.
Are the movies getting worse,
Yes.
or as we age, are we just not as impressed as easily?
No, the movies are getting worse.
Yeah.
We're just getting burnt out because we've seen everything already.
No.
No,
They're poorly written.
Well,
Now.
because, okay, but the movies back in the day that we watched and we liked, were they also poorly written, but we were younger and we could still appreciate them for what they were?
No.
I can watch 80s movies now and enjoy them way more than brand new movies that are coming out right now.
I often can't. Like,
I
I
can.
can't go back and, like,
Has to be the right movies.
A lot of
any of
times-
the Indiana Jones stuff. If I can watch Rambo, I can watch Rocky, I can watch Back to the Future. Like all of these movies are way better than anything that's coming. The Goonies.
yeah, but, okay, are you measuring your nostalgia into that?
Do you know why you have nostalgia? It's because it was that enjoyable. I'm not going to have nostalgia for any of the movies that are coming out right now. In 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, I'm not going to be looking back at 2025 and saying, I remember that was a great movie era.
Because you're old in 2025. But the younger people that are watching movies and enjoying them, in 20 years, are they going to have nostalgia for the movies today?
Do you think that somebody in 20, 30 years is going to look back and say, Bridget Jones's 4th edition, whatever it's called, Mad About a Boy. What nostalgia I have for that movie is so good.
That's not a modern movie. It's the 4th sequel of a movie from our generation.
What's coming out that's new? Everything is a sequel.
Well, that's a problem.
Yeah, well, yes.
But are movies as good as they were in the 80s, but we are blinded to it because of age and nostalgia?
What I'm
No.
saying is no.
No, they're not. Because
There used to be original ideas.
they're much worse written. They're usually written for ideology a lot of the time. And they're not meant for general audiences. They're made to focus on a sector of the audience. And they're made for mass content. So they're just making them that hopefully people are seeing what sticks and hopefully people like it or watch it. They're just throwing content on their streaming services, where before you had to make money in the theater. That was it. You wanted people to go to the theater. You wanted people to line up for Jaws, people to line up for E.T. No one would line up for the crap that goes on Netflix right now. Who in their right mind would line up for anything they put on Netflix?
Would we enjoy E.T. today just as much as we did back then? If they released it, the same movie.
Let me say this.
Updated graphics.
Yeah, let me say this. If E.T. had never been released, okay, so there was no 80s E.T., and E.T., as it was released today, obviously with the better filming, I think it would be a blockbuster hit. Because nobody has seen anything like that.
Okay, but that's what I'm getting at. Have we seen it all? And so nothing impresses us
Because there's
anymore.
always movies that pop up. There's books out there by the ton that are inspirational for people to write. All new types of series and everything. Different ways to do things. And unfortunately, we've just... I just think they're badly written because of the streaming services now. It's all about mass content and not about the quality of what you're writing.
Yeah, quantity over quality.
Okay. Hey, I'm not disagreeing. I'm just provoking. Have any of your food tastes changed?
Oh, yeah.
What?
Oh, you want specifics?
That was a very lame
Okay,
answer.
well,
That's the answer.
listen, you know how I was as a kid.
Okay, let's say within the last 10, 15 years.
10, 15. Well, I mean... Oh, maybe not in the last... Well, maybe. Maybe not. I don't know.
Thanks for being decisive.
Well, 10, 15 years is not a lot of time.
You know, it's a third of my life.
But, okay, but as far as your taste buds go, as a kid, right up until I was like 20, I was a very picky eater. Like, nothing more than pepperoni and cheese on my pizza. I would not touch gravy. Not even try it. I would have
that's-
spaghetti sauce,
that's kids.
but no mushrooms. Okay, but up until I was 20. Now, I'll have all of that stuff, and I enjoy it.
Okay, last 10, 15 years.
Nothing's really changed.
Thank you.
For me, it's yes and no. I still love my hamburger and rice. You know, I still like my staples, my pasta with hamburger. Those are things that I'll have all the time when I can eat them. But I'm also now more of a foodie because of my traveling, and
What do you mean by foodie?
I try everything. Like, I'll go to a restaurant and I'm okay trying something I've never had before.
Okay, but you're not talking about foodie as in you're like a wine connoisseur.
No, but I'm doing chef's tables now. Right, where it's all experimental food and stuff that they're creating, and I'm enjoying it. How many times do I try and cook something different when we get together at dinner, when we're having a Christmas dinner?
So
and
you're a
that?
food explorer.
Yeah.
Okay, so have you ever gone into one of these like expensive chef tables and they serve you something and you're like, oh my god, I don't like this?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
And how does that work? How does that go over?
You just don't eat it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. You don't sit there and chew out the chef. Chef,
I would like to
Get over
I
here.
would like to see that content on your channel.
and no, I'm not going to embarrass somebody. I'm not going to embarrass a chef.
Mine, I used to love KFC. And then
It's not the same now though.
now, like, I had it and it was very, very salty,
And soggy.
soggy, yeah, very small portions.
Okay, but they've changed the formula and they've changed the oil that they cook it in.
Okay, well, that could be why I don't like it.
Yeah.
But and then like 10 years ago, maybe longer, I can't keep track. But Popeyes came to Ottawa, and Popeyes chicken is much better than KFC.
Yeah. Yeah. Because Popeye's chicken is what KFC used to be.
Yeah, crunchy.
Yeah.
It's nice.
We used to have Kentucky Fried Chicken. Instead of me cooking, we used to have Kentucky. That was our annual Grey Cup meal and stuff like that. Whenever we got together, Super Bowl meal, that kind of stuff.
And I was also a diehard Montreal steak spice guy. Diehard.
Oh, there's way better steak spices.
And then my wife, I got, just because it was on sale, Keg steak spice. And I tried it once and but my wife liked it. And so
kept having
I
that.
made meals with it. Now I won't go back to Montreal steak spice because the Keg steak spice is my thing.
Right. There's actually a specialty steak spice that I get at the barbecue store. I can't remember the brand name of it right now, but it's sort of it's more peppery than a regular steak. So it's so good. So like you could put that on any beef and it's awesome. So
Well, we put the Keg steak spice on all the meat we have in our house. We have, what's that? Oh, 15 minutes. Okay, we'll save them first.
all right.
Okay, do some kind of interesting outro.
He said interesting.
Meow.